Hello, family and then friends. I welcome you once again today on Inshiraben TV. Like I said, please. In 1 month, you've showed me so much love by giving me 100 and more subscribers in 1 month. Please let us reach 200 subscribers. Please, 200 subscribers in 2 months. In the next 1 month, please keep on sharing, keep on liking, keep on spreading it and sending it across so that we can hit that 200 subscribers in the next 1 month too. So thank you so much. And then somebody is saying, why are we here today? I'm here today to talk about my fellow African people who have lived in Europe for a long time. Those who have like 10, 15, 20 years, 7, 6, 5, 4 years experience. I'm here to talk to you today. And I've jotted some few points down that I want us to talk about today. So have your seat, sit back, and then enjoy the show as we begin. Like I was saying, we are talking about, life in Europe. And there are a lot of us who have lived long time here in Europe. And then we might be going through one way or the other issues, and then might be going through some difficulties as well. So what are we talking about today? I've jotted some few points here. It's about 5 points that I want us to talk about, and then I want us to educate ourselves about it and through it. Then we can, get better and better day by day. So what am I trying to talk about today? What I'm trying to talk about today is that, number one, we that live in Europe, the way we eat, the kind of food we eat, the way we work, the kind of work we do, our style of working, the number of hours we work, and the way we rest, the style and the kind of rest we give to this body. That's what I'm talking about today. So what am I saying when I talk about the way we eat, the way we work, and then the way we rest? I've observed this, including myself. Please, including myself, not excluding myself, because I'm talking from some of the experiences that I've been through, and then I think we need to share it together. So when I talk about the food we eat, please, food, just as those who have cars and vehicles, just as you can't go to the fuel station and then look on the board and see that your car is a diesel car, right? And then you go to the fuel station and then you realize that today the petrol price is lesser than the diesel price. So since the fuel price, the petrol price is lesser than the fuel I used to buy, which is the diesel. Today I'm going to buy petrol and put it in my car. No. You don't go to the fuel station and buy gas oil for your car when you need a diesel. You don't buy a petrol for your car when you need a diesel. Why? Because the price is cheap. And that's how the body needs, it's just the same. The body needs the right food, the right substances, to keep the right nutrients, to keep the body moving and stronger all the time. But I've observed this, that we in Europe, sometimes the way we eat is very wrong. It's very, very bad. Sometimes due to one or two reasons, we don't even want to eat. This is kind of hard to talk about, but let's just face the fact. Sometimes even when we go to the supermarket, we don't want to buy the right ones and the expensive ones. No, nobody wants to spend buy expensive things, but sometimes you need to buy the quality ones, the expensive ones, the right things that your body needs as well. That's what I'm talking about, the way we eat. And then when I talk about the way we work, sometimes we work too much. We work so much without even a rest. So the resting and the working has something in common. There are a lot of us in the UK, in Italy, in some parts of Europe that are from Africa. This is not limited to Ghana or Nigeria or Kenya or our fellow Tanzanians. So this is not limited to any particular place or people in Africa. But I'm talking about African people living in Europe. Sometimes we stress ourselves so much, we work so hard that we don't even want to rest. And then the body needs rest as well. So as much as you eat good food, as much as you work, I'm not saying you should be lazy and stay home, but what I'm saying is work as much as your body can handle. Don't work. So there are people that goes to work, come back home, and they are like kind of broken down. And then even upon all that they go through, they don't even have enough rest. And then the next morning they just get up and then they are just running and chasing train, all because they are in Europe. Yeah, I know you need money, yeah, but you know the body need rest, the body need good food, and the body needs enough. Don't work above the limit of your strength. That is what I want to say. And then number 2, we are going to talk about the kind of people we associate ourselves with when we come to Europe. You know, me for instance, I've been living in Sweden for a couple of 5 years, and then in these 5 years, if you ask me to talk about friends, I can talk about or when we talk about friends, there are old people in my life that are very dear and close to me that I might not be able to mention their names here. But when I'm talking about friends, those who are like colleagues, age mates, I can talk about few. I can talk about Nana Yao. I can talk about Lovia and her husband, Mr. Day. I can talk about Selom and the husband, Mr. Hayford. I can talk about Udwak and the husband, Mr. Joseph. Maybe a couple of 1 or 2 people, but I don't have much friends. Why? Because there are a lot of people who have been in Europe and they didn't know how to smoke before they came to Europe, but then you realize that they started smoking when they came to Europe. There are people who didn't even know how to drink alcohol when they were in Africa, but then they started drinking alcohol when they came to Europe. Why? Because of the people they associate themselves with. There are some people who were very good Christians. They loved God. They went to church all the time. They were always, very religious. They were believers of Christ in Africa. And then when they came to Europe, they came into contact with people who polluted their mind, said a whole lot of things against their belief, and then along the way or along the line they backslide from the faith. Along the line they started drinking, they started smoking, they started doing all sorts of things that they couldn't do before. But because of the kind of friends they associate themselves with, their lifestyle has changed and everything has turned from good to bad. Or some people has turned from the way they dress, everything has changed just because they came to Europe and then because they associate themselves with the wrong people. So number 2, I'm going to talk to you about, if you are in Europe, try to associate yourself with the right people who can give you good lifestyle, people that you can be proud of. What I'm looking, this video is going on YouTube, so if I can sit here and talk about Nana, I can talk about Mr. Day and the wife Lovia, if I can talk about Mr. Hayford and Selom, then they should tell you that these people that I'm mentioning their names, they are people that I am proud of to have them in my life. If I can talk about Udwak and Joseph, I'm proud of them being part of my life, because associate yourself with people who add value to your life. Associate yourself with people who add credit to your life, people who you can be proud of. When you go out there, you can be proud that this is my friend. Listen, I'm not against anybody. You can have a friend. I'm not going to choose your friends for you, but this is my advice: choose people who add value to your life, okay? And that will be also of a good help for you in your life in Europe. Then number 3, we are going to talk about the kind of businesses you don't need to, or you don't have to invest your money into whilst you are in Europe. You don't have to invest your money into in Africa. There are a lot of us in Europe that are trying to build a future in Africa. That is perfect. I love that, because I am an example. Trying to build an empire, trying to build something back home in Africa is excellent. But there are some of the things that you don't need to, or you don't have to try to do. Example, I would say buying and selling. If you want to invest your money into something, don't invest your money into buying and selling in Africa, because it's not going to work for you. Why? Because you are in Europe and then you want to invest your money into buying and selling in Africa? I'm not sure. But unless I stand to be corrected, unless if you have someone that you can 100% trust, that with this person, if I buy these kind of things, send it to him or her, if it costs 200 crowns, if it costs $2,000, if it costs 2,000 euros, the person is going to make sure he or she will sell the items and make sure that he makes the 2,000 extra profit from it, and then all the money will come back to you so that you can invest or buy something more for the person, unless you have somebody you can trust. But if you don't have anybody you can so much trust, don't invest into buying and selling, because like I'm saying, everything I've jotted here, I have been a victim, I have experience of it, and I believe that. And not me alone, I've had a talk with about dozens of people, and then with all their experiences, you can just hear, like you can meet just like one out of hundreds who will tell you, oh, I invested my money into buying and selling in Africa, and the person back home is doing excellent and everything is moving. It doesn't really work. So please don't invest your money into buying and selling. If you want to invest your money into something, one thing I can recommend for you is, one, buying lands. Invest your money into buying as much lands that you can. That is number one, because once you buy the land, you go to Ghana yourself, you buy the land, you get all the paperwork done, you go to the lands office and you register the lands, and then you have everything in your name and papers on it. Nobody can steal it from you, and that is a great investment, because if you buy the land for $2,000 today, in the next 5 years that same land will go for 20,000 maybe, or 10,000. That is an investment nobody can steal from you. Number two, there is something we call this thing we call at the bank a treasure bill. You can buy a treasure bill or fixed deposit. Do that one. It's going to help you. If you have the money, just go to one of the credited banks we have in Ghana. I can mention few, like in Ghana I can talk about, but in Africa I think one of the banks that is in Africa so far is EcoBank. It's almost everywhere, and then we have few of them. But in Ghana I can talk about EcoBank, we can talk about the Ghana Commercial Bank, we can talk about maybe Fidelity is also good. Talk about Agriculture Development Bank. These are banks that they are not going to collapse and they are always in the system, so you can invest your money into those banks and it's going to really help you. So buying and selling I will not recommend for you. Number four, I'm going to talk about, there are so many people who have lived in Europe and then try to establish something back home, and then because of the family member or someone, the way the person you misuse the money, you send money to them to buy a land, they didn't build a house, they didn't do it, you invested some money into a business or something, they made sure that they collapse the business for you. And with this type of experiences, some people have decided not to even do anything in Africa anymore. Friends and family in Africa, if you give them your money, they are going to spend it anyhow. So I'm not going to do anything. When I get my money, I will enjoy it here. Yes, sit here, enjoy your money, but remember, one day you go to Africa. When you get to 50, 55 years, 60 years, on your way to your pension, you realize that you are tired of living in Europe, and then you want to go back to Africa. And then that is when you realize that because of what somebody did to you, based on that person, you have nothing in Africa. And it's going to, at the end of the day, you are the one that is going to get hurt. You are the one that is going to get, go through all the hardship. You can imagine being tired of living in Europe, going to Africa, and then you don't have a place to stay. Why? Because of somebody's the way somebody treated you, or the way somebody misused your money, you decided not to build anything for yourself. At the end of the day, who loses? You are the loser and not that person. And then the last point we are going to talk about is how you can establish yourself back in Africa. So these are the points I wanted us to talk about. So this is my last point, and we finish the video. So I'm saying, how do you establish yourself in Africa? Like I said, if you want to establish yourself in Africa, number one, try to buy as much lands as you can. Buy as much lands as you can. Number two, Try to invest your money into the banks. Buy treasure bills, buy fixed deposits, do all those kind of things. And then these are the things that will really help you. These are the things that will really, give you a better future. And then number 3, like I said, I want to talk about if you want to establish yourself in Africa. Maybe you might be thinking of, this person has spent my money, that person spent my money. Try and try. Change person to person, family to family, until you get the right person who can help you to build things for you in Africa. If you don't find any person like that, then please, if you try 1, 2, 3, and all these 2, 3 people fails you, please don't keep on trying. The best thing I can recommend for you is when you get your money, gather all the money you have in a year, or the money you get in a year, buy yourself a ticket, go back to Africa, wherever your country is, buy your own land, and start digging your own foundation, and then start your own project. So every year, once in every year, you or your wife, if you are single, you go by yourself. If you have your wife back home, give the money to your wife or your husband back home to do it for you. If you live with your family or your wife and husband here in Europe, one of you, once every year, gather the money you get, buy yourself a ticket, go to Ghana or go to Nigeria, go to Tanzania, go to wherever you want to go to, and then start the project. By so doing, every year by year you keep on going, and then things will get better. These are my few advice that I want to give you that are living here in Europe. That if you want to get the best lifestyle, don't allow the past experiences, to disturb you, to let people think that, people in Africa, when you give them your money, they misuse it for me. Or I don't want to do anything. At the end of the day, you are the one that is going to get hurt. You are the one that is going to get going to face the issues, because just imagine that after you've lived in Europe for 15 years, for 12 years, and then you go to Africa and you don't have anything, just because your father didn't help you, just because your family member didn't help you, it is going to affect you at the end of the day. So this is what I wanted to talk about. These and type of these issues are things that I want to talk about, things that I want to educate people about. So in case you have anything similar or any topic that you want me to talk about, please write it in the comment section, or if you have my personal number, just contact me, and then I will take care of that one, and then we will talk about it. Thank you so much. And like I said, we have gotten 100 subscribers in 1 month. So please help me that in the next 1 month we need to hit 200 subscribers. So you know what you're going to do for me? Somebody say, how do we do that? Please keep on sharing with friends and family. Keep on sharing to people. Keep on forwarding it to people. Keep on telling your loved ones to subscribe to Nhyiraben TV. And don't forget, when you tell them that to subscribe, tell them to like, to share, and also to comment. And by so doing, Nhyiraben TV will get as far as you want us to get. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you in another time, in another video. Bye bye.